In this video, I'll be showing you how to perfectly sew your big and small placket for your shirt long sleeves. As you can see, I've positioned the bigger placket on the bigger side of the sleeve, while the smaller placket is on the smaller side of the sleeve. I am sewing down to where the slit ended, and the sewing is just like maybe a little less than 0.5 inch. So I stopped where the slit ended. In my last video, I showed how I made the slit and the dimension that I used. You might need to check that up. Alright, so I've sewn the bigger placket and I'm going to sew the smaller placket to down to where the slit ended. One other thing you need to observe about this positioning is that you see this is the wrong side of the sleeve, and the small placket that I position on it, it is the right face of the small placket that I placed on the wrong side of the sleeve. The same thing that I did for the bigger placket too. Now I'm going to turn the sleeve to the right. You can see I turned the sleeve to the right and I turned the small and the bigger placket too. I'm turning them onto the right side too. In that way, everything will match. The face of the small placket and the big placket, the right face of it will be on the right face of the sleeve too. See the way I'm gently double folding the small placket. Please ensure that you do your own the same way I did it too. Some students used to make an error with this. Double fold it in a way that it will have a little extension. And what that is used for is where we will put our button. I'm going to sew to where my slit ended to, like the first stitch that I made. Very good. So now I've made my small placket. The next thing is to go and iron the bigger placket. You know, we first of all sewn the bigger placket down. We are not going to just sew it. You need to go and iron it first before we now top stitch. So let's go to the ironing. I'm ironing it now. You can see I laid it flat. This side is very important, and you also need to pay a bit of attention to it. You can see I've laid it flat. See the smaller placket under it. You can see the way it is flat now with good ironing. I folded it a bit on the edge, and then before I double fold, you can see this double folding is wider than the double folding of the smaller placket. Very good. Just use your iron to press it down like this. Then you can cut off a bit of the smaller placket. Then I cut a bit off the bigger placket too, and that is underneath, the part that will be underneath. And the reason is because I don't want to be this edge, this triangle edge, to be too thick, especially because I'm still going to sew it. You can see the way I'm folding the triangle on the edge. Observe it very well. You can see how seamless it seems. It is actually seamless if you follow every step. So that is where the upper placket and the lower placket, that's where they met. That's why I put that pencil pointer on it, and I'm going to show you what that is meant for when I am sewing. So I'm about to sew to top stitch the bigger placket. Now I first of all checked where the opening is. You can see this is where the opening is, so that is where I'm going to sew. Now I'm going to start the sewing from the middle where I pointed the pencil at. That is where I'm going to start the middle, because that is where the three will be sealed down. So I started there, then I turned my fabric, then I'm trying to sew the edges of the triangle. Now you can see the way I'm gently turning the fabric. I lift up the bar and then I've sewn the pointed edge. So I'm taking it down now before I now sew down. So I'm going to check. I needed to be sure that that place is the open side. So that's why I lifted it up. So you can see I'm sewing down. And that is just it. It is just as simple as this. I will be running an online shirt making class which will be live. Watch out for them.